12,000 years ago, beer was discovered through the domestication of cereal grains and the adoption of farming. At this time, Mesopotamians switched from a nomadic to sedentary lifestyle in a region called the Fertile Crescent. This area stretches from modern-day Egypt up to the Mediterranean coast to the southeast corner of Turkey and then down to the border of Iraq and Iran. It was named the Fertile Crescent because the region provided an ideal land for farming. Beer today is synonymous with Germany and the quintessential beer maiden. Wine was developed during the 7th century BCE. The wealthy consumed wine, while the commoners had only beer. Wine then made its way to Greece, where the Greeks discovered that wine was fertile in their lands. The Greeks then started to produce wine in larger quantities, and wealthy people from all over the world would buy their wine from Greece. Wine was also used in religious practices and celebrations. The Arabic people developed the process of distillation in the area of what is now Spain about 1,000 years ago. Distillation is the process which involves vaporizing and recondensing a liquid in order to separate and purify its constituent parts. They began distilling wine, which they called aqua vitae, and it was said to have healing powers. The Gaelic word for aqua vitae was brandy, and this new drink became a large part of the Irish culture. Brandy was also popular on the high seas until the development of rum. Sailors and pirates kept this on their ships because of its long shelf life and intoxicating qualities. After the development of spirits, people needed a way to sober up. Coffee was their answer to hangovers. Coffee's stimulating effect had been known about for some time in the Arab world, where coffee had originated. One story about the discovery of coffee says that a man named Omar, who was condemned to die of starvation in the desert, discovered coffee. A vision guided him to a coffee tree, where he ate some of its berries, and this gave him sufficient strength to return home. His survival was taken as a sign that God had spared him in order to pass along to humankind the knowledge of coffee. Tea was originally used for medicinal purposes during the Shang dynasty in China. The emperor, Shen Yong, was drinking a cup of boiled water when all of a sudden leaves were blown into the liquid. He found that the resulting mixture was a delicious and soothing drink. He supposedly noted that this mixture quenches thirst, reduces the need for sleep, and warms the heart. The English got their hands on some tea during the 17th century, and it quickly became a popular product for consumption and production. They began producing tea in their foreign colonies to compete with China's growing economy. The British East India Company began producing tea, and England no longer needed to import more expensive tea from China. John Pemberton developed Coca-Cola in the 19th century because he was looking for a substitute for morphine. The rise of America and the globalization of war, politics, trade, and communications in the 20th century are mirrored by the rise of Coca-Cola, the world's most valuable and widely recognized brand.